There's the Weaver. The Weaver has nothing to do. These guys also have nothing to do. We'll keep one in there. Incense and training gear. Where was I gonna make that again? Also in the brick oven. Really, Lowko? Fucking love the brick oven, apparently. Okay. Training gear? I can do that in the Weaver. With planks, as well as rocks, but don't have a whole lot of those. I'll want a maximum of that as well. It's regular rocks. Oh shit. It's stone. It's not the other one. Okay. So, I mean, I would like to, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that. I'm already a multi-billionaire, actually, Angel on Crack. Didn't you know? Twitch chat told me so it must be true. Multi-billionaire, bro. With a B. Well, I've got quite a bit of food. I think I can move one person away from there into there. No. No, this game is definitely not a real-time strategy game. At this point, it's all about making sure that the people are happy, though. I've got one more thing I can complete, and that's gonna give me one more little notch over here, but still got a ways to go for the rest of all of it. Are we not making... Bro, are we not making coal? Come on. Coal is high priority, man. Priority max. Okay. Couple more people. I'll actually take lizards at this point. Mostly because the lizards like working in hot places. And the brick oven is very hot. Get a lot of happiness out of those guys for that. Yep, look at that. 21 is good. Okay, number is slowly increasing. Not a whole lot, but it's increasing. Got a lot of woodcutters camps right now. Not a lot of lumber, sadly. Okay, next storm is coming again very soon. If I can make some tools, actually, that would be really nice. I can make one in the scribe? Not really. No. I'll have to buy those from the traders. Okay. Here's another storm. They're getting a little scary, but... There's she again. If your resolve is super high, though, it takes a while before it actually goes down, right? So this is the active number, and it's gonna go that low But it's not that low yet. Like, by the time it gets low, and by the time that they're thinking about leaving, the storm is already pretty much over. Yeah, I don't even have to burn anything. Dude, that is actually a pretty sick development. I did not realize it worked like that. So I didn't even burn any additional coal there. I didn't need to. Okay. Yeah, and then it immediately goes back up. I should probably make some more. Make sure that every single one of my humans has a house. Yeah, because they currently don't. So I've got 26 humans and 5 houses with 2 people in them each. So I need to make for 16 more. I need 8 more of these. It's not super important, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. What's the hotkey to select a race for deploying to a job? Alt. So it's Alt. Alt is useful. Control is quite useful too. And then there's B. B will show you all the resources you can still gather.
I have time to watch your stream. Good to be back, Lowko.
What's up, Buddha? Thank you so much. Thank you for the 25 months. Hope you're doing well. I have the clan hall over here, right? Yeah. Or, yeah. So buying all of that would be sweet. I actually want to buy a bunch of shit. Can't really buy everything. Ooh, longer drizzle season is also kind of nice, but... I'm gonna be rich if I sell oil, right? Oil? I did say oil. I did. Scrolls. I can use them somewhere. I don't know if I already have the structure for it, but I will use them somewhere if I can. Glade event completed. Okay. The cellar. Okay, I can make wine. So I can make wine. I can make wine for a bunch of stuff, but I don't know if it's worth. Oh, excuse me, the scroll? Where was the scroll consumed again? I think it's called education, right? No? Don't I have something to use that? So the scribe can produce scrolls. I feel like I have a structure where it actually can be used. Explorer's Lodge, right? It doesn't show the icon, which is a bit annoying. Come on. I'm fairly sure that the Explorer's Lodge will allow me to use scrolls. May as well try, I guess. For the beaver houses, I currently have 5 of them built, so I need 2 more. Don't have lizard houses, but... The pickles are actually pretty nuts. The pickles are doing a really nice job. Okay. Here's one of those things I still need to clear out again. Hey, more people. Okay. I can clean this out. Should be able to get it done before the next area. We'll use resin. That's fine. Okay. Should probably have a ring collector. Because we can. I actually don't have that many logs here. Maybe that's because I'm mostly burning coal at this point, but... Or I'm making a lot of coal. Yeah, only the beavers can drink it. It's not huge. I will get 1 more full point for completing this thing, so that's nice. Honestly, I need to find simple tools. If I can get simple tools going, because there's a whole load of these things around. That is a 1.5 points right there. I think there's also some of those small ones. So I've never really made simple tools myself, but... So I can make them. I just need copper bars. Copper bars can be made in the grill, the furnace, the stamping mill, or the smelter. I've got none of those. Okay. So I might want to be looking out for that. Yeah, I've got none of those things. It's okay. More people. Hey, there's simple tools. I'll pick that. I have 10. Wasn't there a small cache somewhere? I feel like there was a small one. There's a small one. That takes exactly 10. That one requires 19. I get a full point for that one. This game seems awfully confusing. It is definitely not very obvious when you first start playing. I think I'm gonna send them to the Citadel, because I don't really need any more people. It takes a little bit of getting into, for sure, but we got into it. It's not super user-friendly, though. I agree with you. Proco? Proco confirmed, dude. No, definitely not, but it is a little overwhelming initially. The learning curve is quite steep. Oh yeah, I should probably employ people over here. Is it the beavers that like over here? That like working over there? Yeah, the difficulty in the difficulty scaling in the game is quite nice, so it's not super hard to get into, but it does take a little bit of getting used to for sure. I need to cut down more trees. I think I'm gonna do so over here. Should probably be like burning some of the oil as well. Oh, sacrifices are blocked. Oh, that's because of the event. Okay. Should be done before the storm starts. Yep. Okay, good. There's she again, but I don't want to. This is where life gets a little bit scarier. I'll just take the guys off of woodcutting again. Let's see if my points are still high enough to survive the whole storm without any problems. I might want to start burning coal as well, actually. I think it's fine now. So it takes a while for it to all reduce. About halfway through the storm, the first ones get to 0. That means that they are thinking about leaving. But I'm pretty sure before that circle empties entirely, the storm is already over. And then by the time the storm ends, they definitely don't want to leave anymore. Because, you know, they love me, man. That's a close call, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Cool. Boost global resolve by 1 for every 3 levels of standing with other settlements? Sure. I can get this thing, so that allows me to get the artisan. We're getting very close to winning the game now. Are you still producing stuff over here? Oh, we have loads. I actually don't even need the artisan anymore. You guys like working over there. You guys like working over there. Seems good to me, lads. I'm still burning some stuff over there. That's okay. Okay, now we just need to make everyone as happy as possible. Max bonus, +3, +3. Human housing, +3. We have a lot of pickles. Everybody loves pickles. My clothing situation is not as good as it should be. Why do I not get enough clothes? I don't understand. I have tons of fabric. Do you need multiple clothiers just to... Yeah, I need to get a couple of these caches. If I can get the caches, I win the game, but I don't have any of the caches, sadly. So, yeah, it's a bit shitty. I'm gonna move over my woodcutter camps over here. Should be able to cut down the trees pretty easy. Yeah, maybe I do need multiples. You're right, I do have a lot of people here. I've never had a second one though, but it feels like I'm doing something wrong, but I guess not. I've just upped the production. So that should be nice. Here's the Explorer's Lodge. I can have a couple people over here too. I think I'll move a couple people away from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I've been buying all the stuff that the traders have to sell now for a while. All the tools. Zork, I need you to have... Okay, well, you didn't have. That's okay, mate. I didn't even finish my sentence. I still love you, Zork, but would have been nice if you actually thought along for once. Can't believe this lad. I'll buy the high quality foods from him. So it's biscuits as well. Does he sell biscuits? He does not. I can buy some barrels. If Zork doesn't have it, you don't need it. Well said. Zork really is what we need in life, in general. Like, honestly, you should ask yourself, what would Zork do? A man with such a beautiful smile. What would he be doing in your situation right now? If Zork was in your shoes, what would he choose to do? And why aren't you doing it? Yeah, it's a new thing they added a little bit ago, Drone Rush. Glade event work speed, okay. It's a combination of a bunch of previous things that they've added together, Drone Rush. If you click on it, I think I should give you the info. I haven't looked into it myself yet, but I saw a little video on it. Seems like shield mode is a way to protect the precious viewers on Twitch. It's pretty cool. We've almost won, guys. And honestly, pretty stably so as well. Didn't even, you know, we haven't won yet, but... we're very close to making the Beavers happy. Can I make 2 of them happy? I guess so. That will increase that little progression over there quite a bit as well. Twitch doesn't think of us as viewers, they see us as customers. What would you expect? Like, you think Twitch is a charity? Can't believe Twitch is trying to make money. Ugh. Gross. Okay. We have a lot of happy people right now. I feel like the win animation in this game is not as satisfying, man. Like, it just pops up out of nowhere. There's no epic music. There's just a little wow, 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 and that's it. Anyways, we did win. Got a bunch of deeds done as well. I'm a trait baron now, apparently. This was a really good run, though. Best one I've had so far. Lowko, that was almost as underwhelming as your sellout bar animation. What do you mean, bro? There were fireworks. Hello? Why do you hate fireworks, is it, man? New Citadel upgrades. I got a Tinkerer, for making tools, training gears, and packs of building materials. A forum, a place where people can bitch and moan on the internet. An alchemist hut, can produce crystallized dew, cosmetics, and wine. Okay. Gain a stack of wealth effect, leftover crops, cheap construct. Okay, cool. A pipe elbow. That's something I've always wanted. Amazing. Okay, so the main upgrade right now. Ooh, that's pretty far up. I don't know if I want to be aiming that high. Anyways, I can get 2 new upgrades over here now. That's nice.
Glad to have made it to the stream. Maybe 6 in the morning, but this is worth it.
What's
Thanks
up, Kelstar?
for the stream.
6 in the morning? Where are you located? Like Hawaii? Somewhere in that region of the planet, I suppose. You are in Hawaii? Anyways, thank you very much, Kelstar. You are in Hawaii? I see. That's awesome, dude. I've heard good things about Hawaii. I've never been, but the people that I know that have been have said it's amazing. I don't stream a very Hawaiian-friendly time. No. Unlocks a pool of difficult, time-based, and highly rewarding orders. They will randomly appear in some order packages from the Queen's Envoy. Okay. You have 1 additional caravan to choose from when embarking on your next run. Yeah, I think the lizard house would be really nice to have, right? Adds a blueprint to your house for lizards. I think I'm gonna build that. Would have been helpful in the previous game. So sadly, I can't afford that one right now because I sold 1 too many of the machineries. That's okay. It's kind of nice. You can upgrade hubs to the district level. Okay, we're picking that. Yes. That seems nice. I can go for an additional level. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's the plan. Not gonna do that today though. I'm gonna be switching games, but we've definitely made some good progress today. Happy with that run. Tomorrow we'll do... I'm assuming at the very least I've now unlocked the next difficulty level? Do I? I don't know. Can I do Prestige 2? I can. Blight Rot has a stronger impact. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it would just be even more days, but... No, Blight Rot is gonna be more powerful. Okay. It's time for Prestige Difficulty 2. Yesterday we had a pretty damn good run in this game. I played very slow. I tried to be clever, which is really hard for me, as you may have already guessed. But we got a good chunk of upgrades done again. Every time you win a run, you can unlock so many resources to upgrade stuff that it really is quite nice. So, even though I kind of felt like the tech tree was insanely hard to fill in, we're already about halfway in right now. Yeah, we're about halfway through the entire tech tree, it seems. Actually, not doing a terrible job. The daily expedition, what's this? Once per day, you can join the royal right, I've done this once before. You're unable to use the pause function. I cannot do that, man. As a streamer, this is not a great idea. You're unable to use the pause button. I like the pause button, okay? Stop shaming me for it, game. Couple more settlements. More royal woodlands. I kind of want to go somewhere else. I should probably be heading for that question mark, though. The question mark is there. So they are going pretty deep as well. I think you get, like, more benefits the further away you build from the main capital. So I am... Which one is me? Oh. I am only 3rd in the list right now. Okay, well, last time I was last, so that's probably good. Is that Mount Doom, Lowko? No, no, no. This is the smoldering city, man. This is the main capital. There's gonna be a storm again in a little bit, and we have been sent out by the Queen to make settlements out into the world. So this is a roguelite or roguelike city builder.
Good morning from New York. Great to see you all.
What is going on, Boiler Man? Thank you very much. New York! I'm actually currently watching How I Met Your Mother. I've got a feeling that those people, with some of the jobs they had in that show, I've got a feeling that they lived in unrealistically big apartments in New York City. Got a feeling that isn't entirely how it is like in real life anymore, man. They seem to live in the middle of the city. Some of them sort of work sometimes. They have this like 3-bedroom apartment. I've got a feeling it's... yeah, it's the same with Friends. With Friends, there's no way, man. Yeah, you gotta earn like probably like I don't know what the poverty line is like in the city center of New York, but it's probably I don't know. Let's see. I'm actually curious. It says 12,060 a year for an individual. There's no way. There's no way you can survive off of 12K a year in New York. That doesn't cover anything. Yeah, no. That's the first Google result. I thought Google never lied. 12K a month will probably be doable. Yeah, I'm sure that's yeah, that's fine. 12K as a homeless person? I'm pretty sure you are homeless if you earn 12K a year in New York City, yes. Your rent is 2,400? Right, right. Anyway, I've never been to New York. Sounds fun. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the 9 of these fuckers right away. Let's go, dude. These do come with more people, so this one's probably better. But I'm gonna go with these, because... oh, these also come with planks. You've spent a day and a half in New York, and that's enough? Lowko, you should come. I'll show you around. I'll let you know if I ever show up, Ballistical. Come to New York City. We have good food. Hey, there's a lot of people actually from the state, or from New York City in particular, apparently. There's like 5 people watching right now that are in New York City. You've been living there for 30 years. It's awesome. Nice. Salmon, Boiler, Ballistical. All right. It's nuts, but it's fun. But I guess New York City is also considered to be really, really big, right? Like, when I think of the city, I'm thinking of like the place where the skyscrapers are and stuff, right? But I'm assuming what people consider the city is quite a bit more than just that area. Anyone from Old York City? You mean from the UK? There's 5 boroughs? Right. I've seen a bunch of videos from, oh, I don't know what his name is. There's this bald guy on YouTube who goes into all of these areas on the planet where he's like just talking to people. He's got this amazing ability to just talk to anyone. It's actually really impressive. But he went to a bunch of the, like a bunch of like the less exciting areas of New York that you normally don't see. Anyways, it's pretty cool. Yeah, Manhattan. Okay. So Manhattan is where the skyline is at. Oh, I don't know what his name is right now. I don't know if I can find it. I've watched a whole lot of his videos, but I'm blanking out on his name right now. Peter Santanello? Is that it? Yeah, it's this guy. This guy makes really cool content. I'm actually impressed with how, like... This is completely unrelated to the game, by the way, but I'm really impressed with the way that this guy, like, can communicate with literally anybody. He's got all kinds of cool videos where he, like, goes with the Amish. I've watched this one. Yeah, inside New York City's most dangerous hood. The South Bronx. You really sold me, Lowko. A guy who talks to people. If you've seen any of his videos, you'll get what I'm talking about, man. Like, you'll just go to Saudi Arabia and just be like, yo, what's up? And just talk to the people there. Acidic Jews in, yeah, in New York City as well. I've seen that one. I've watched a bunch of his videos. There's actually some cool stuff here. Anyways. You used to live in the South Bronx? Well, there you go, man. Ballistical lived in the most dangerous area of New York City. Don't mess with Ballistical, man. He's gonna snap. Be very careful. I'm gonna start with these guys, even though I'm gonna have one person less and I'm not gonna have any planks. I feel like this is the way to go, because woodcutters are sick. I don't like harpies. I don't like the... I don't like them. I'm gonna pick them up. We're gonna do Prestige too. Blightroot has a stronger impact, so I need to be very careful about that. So once again, we are in the Royal Woodlands. I need to pick stone, because there's none of that. I'll pick some lumber, and I guess I'll pick some food. Hey. Why is this one only 30 this time? That's weird. Why is this one 1 point for 30? Last time around it was 2 points for 30, no? Anyways, I'll pick it. You drove through the Bronx once? That's amazing. Alright, so we're doing a prestigious expedition. You'll need to earn 4 additional reputation points to win. And then there's this thing right over here as well. The Blightroot's impact is stronger. CEST generation rate is increased by 100%, right? So this game starts off with a bunch of difficulties. And then once you've done the hardest difficulty, you get Prestige 1. And yesterday I completed Prestige 1, and now we have Prestige 2. I'm assuming at some point it's going to be near impossible, but we're doing Prestige 2 right now. I've never done a run before on this difficulty level. I think we have a pretty good strategy at this point, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I haven't actually read these things. Villager's speed off-road is decreased by 30% during the storm. That's fine. Strong gusts of wind strike the holy flame. Resources you sacrifice in the ancient heart burn quicker. Okay, that's rough. Due to the region's location, the crown requires you to pay 5 amber with each storm, multiplied by the number of years played. Bro. Okay, so we need to do trading. We need to get a kiln going. Okay. The forest will claim a villager's life during each storm. Okay, that's not a problem, to be honest. Like, this one's way worse. Having to pay money? That sucks, okay? Dead people? Yeah. Yeah. Queen's gonna get tilted otherwise, man. We don't want to... Like, she's not gonna tilt over people dying. She doesn't care. Anyhow. Let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of wood cutting. I think we're gonna cut over in this direction. Go to this little glade first. No, we'll go for that little glade first. Okay, you guys cut open all of this. And then we'll go from there. One dangerous glade, one not so dangerous glade. The dangerous glade is what we're gonna cut into, so I don't have to get too carried away right here with my buildings. Who started handing out VIP badges? Yeah, today there's a lot of VIPs on the channel. To be fair, the ratio or like the percentage of viewers that are VIPs at the beginning of each stream is quite a bit higher than, you know, later on. Because the VIPs, you know, they're here. They are here, man. I know there's a lot of you that are here. Appreciate you guys, though. Yo, Psionic. Welcome. We're gonna make some houses next. I would like to make beaver houses right away, but I won't. Can we make a road? Okay, and then we'll make some houses. This is a VIP only chat. Be gone, plebs. Yo, toxic. This guy, man. If anyone wants to have Alpha Spaghetti's VIP badge, just let me know. This guy clearly not deserving of one. The double diamonds are going to your head. Oh, he's admitted to it. Never mind, guys. We're fine. This is when you find out who your real friends are, Alpha Spaghetti. Pick me, Lowko, me! Fuck that guy. I agree, Lowko. Okay. Ooh. This one's pretty sweet. Specialized grain farming technique. Grain production increased by +1. I'm gonna go with the blood price contract. This one is lucrative and a little dangerous, but considering people are gonna die, now at least I'm gonna get 10 gold for each one day. And then I get, you know, the queen's gonna... Yeah. That will take care of some of my problems. Although those are relatively late, though, so maybe I should have re-rolled. Anyways, it's only prestige level 2, so, you know, it's gonna be easy, right? If only you guys knew how many times I've been banned here. You have been banned 3 times. Once in 2018. And once in 2019. And also, twice in 2018. Look at this absolute bad boy of a Twitch chatter, man. Look at this guy. 3 bans. Banned for less than a minute. Banned for less than 2 minutes in 2019, though. God, that's a lot, man. Alpha Spaghetti also part of the 5-head club, according to this picture. You'll love to see that. That's very nice. Okay, let's see. Grain. Fabric production's good. This one is 4 people, though. You gotta display your superiority. Hell yeah, man. It's because of our brains, you know. We just need more space. I get it. No, this is gonna be hard to get anyways. I can't rush this out, so... If I could rush this one, I'd get it, but I can't. Yo!
Hey, Mr. Lowko, those are some weird-looking SCVs.
What's up, Winter Gumming? Welcome to the stream. That's funny, man. I've never heard that joke before. That's hilarious. Winter's been playing this game a lot as well, actually. Actually, I started playing it because I saw Winter playing it. I'm just pretending that, you know, I was the one that started it all up. As is reasonable. Yes, please. A scavenger's camp, a stonecutter's camp. Nope. What does Winter do now that reruns are gone? I don't know what Winter does. What does Winter do? What's the highest level prestige you finish, Winter? I know you've been playing quite a bit, so I guess like 2? You've prestige... Okay, you finished prestige 1. I did a run yesterday where everything went really well. I must have gotten only like 4 bars into the Queen's Impatience. Before, you know, I lost. Or I won, rather. But I could have probably done prestige 2 if I had it unlocked. But... For those of you unfamiliar, by the way, I win the game if the blue bar fills up. I lose the game if the red bar fills up. Yeah, I got a very lucky set of unlocks in the previous run. So that was nice. I just like the kiln. Kiln is really sick. Let's see, what do we have? Okay, got a couple things. Don't really care that much. Although this is nice. Can they fill up at the same time? At the exact same moment? Theoretically, I guess. They just need a button to stop working at buildings. Yeah. I pause all the time. So, you know, I'm trying to be careful about it, but it would be nice if, you know, you could do certain things a little bit quicker. But basically, yesterday, the happiness was so high that I didn't need to worry about burning additional fuel anyways. That's where APM is for. We're old gamers now, Ballistical. Old gamers need automated tools. If StarCraft 2 was releasing in 2022, guess what race I would be playing? Just guess. Just guess. What do you think I would start with? APM after 30 is actions per month. It's true. Okay. Want to see what structure I unlock in the Dangerous Glade. Did I burn this stuff? Ah, that sucks. That's bad. Should have unchecked that. I wish this starts off unchecked. There's no reason to burn it. That could actually bite me in the ass, because some of the randomized things in the Dangerous Glades require you to have 20 coal. And I might be fucked in that department now. But maybe other things, potentially. Probably not. Okay, it's living matter. This stuff is actually great. I mean, it's not great, but usually you get some pretty sick rewards for it. It's gonna come at the cost of all my food, though. Next storm in 147. Okay. No structure in this area, is there? No. Double abandoned caches, though, so that's nice. Yeah, well, let him eat wood. I'll start it up after the next storm. Let's see, what do we have? A forester's hut. A herb garden. I don't like these. Am I already gonna use my free reroll? So what I'm looking for is something to make planks, something to make fabric, something to refine fabric, and a kiln. Those are the things I'm looking for. They don't have them, so I'm gonna reroll. There's the kiln. That's good. Okay, this is quite good as well. Brickyard could be decent. I don't really use that many bricks, but pottery was quite nice. Back of Provisions Mark II is also not terrible. You know what? Let's go with that one. Okay. Gonna go ahead and get the basic production structures. Gonna go for a crude workstation. As well as... Bro, I never know where any of these things are. A makeshift post. Oh, I've also unlocked the next level in the hub now. So I can go from hub into like neighborhood and then the level beyond that. I don't know how much that takes or how much it costs, but... Let's just start cutting all this stuff down. You witnessed something amazing. You saw Maynard play a game of StarCraft 2. That's amazing, dude. I played against Maynard in a caster tournament one day. And, I played like a bit of a dick, man. I still feel a little guilty over that. Because basically I saw him making a bunch of mistakes in the early game, and then I put down a Roach Warren twice and I won. It was a bit dirty. Yeah, it was kind of mean, really. I probably shouldn't have done that, but... I was like, hey, everything's late. Let's go make a Roach Warren. Yeah, maybe that was a bit mean. I want to have... I don't know, probably like 10 of these. 10 of these. 10 of these. You can use that as well. This is only for temporary use cases, it's fine. We don't need a ton. Okay. Just like that knight is queen push versus Roddy on the ladder. Roddy still claims that I am a cheesy StarCraft player. Because every time I faced off against Roddy, I cheesed. Because I know I'm gonna lose in a straight up game. Like, does that really make me the bad guy? I've never seen you claim otherwise. That's true. 12 pool is a macro build? 12 pool is a macro build. What do you mean? 12 pool is one of the best macro builds, actually. Also, I know Roddy for a time liked to go like pylon into Nexus. That is just, you know, really greedy. Wait, did I miss the very first trader? I didn't, right? No way. If I missed the first trader, I may as well restart. That'd be bad. Okay, no. Sahilda's here now. Sahilda, Sahilda, Sahilda. Sahilda, listen. Here's the thing, Sahilda. I need stuff. Specifically this. I also need this. A little bit of it. Anything else I need? No, I think this will do. Just a couple of the early game resources. I'll give you 1 wildfire essence, because probably won't need all of it. I'll give you 3 of these. And then I'll give you some wood. Sahilda loves wood. Okay.